Welcome time travelers and welcome new time travelers. As always, if you're new to this channel and enjoy learning history one event at a time, then don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's get into it. Today we're going to start out in 1461 when Edward IV defeated Henry VI for the throne of England in the bloodiest battle of York-Lancaster conflicts known as the War of Roses. Our next stop will be in 1709 when John Taylor, the 10th President of the United States from 1841 to 1945, was born. In 1807 is when German astronomer Wilhelm Elbers discovered the minor planet Vesta, the brightest asteroid in the sky. On this day in 1867, when the British North American Act, the British colonies of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Canadian were united under the Dominion of Canada, and the province of Canada was separated into Quebec and Ontario. On this day in 1917, Man o' War, perhaps the most famous American thoroughbred in the 20th century, horse racing, was folded. The following year, in 1918, retail magnate Sam Walton, one of the wealthiest individuals in American history and the founder of Walmart, was born. Moving on to 1943, when British conservative politician John Major, who served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1990 to 1997, was born. 1943 also brought us jurisdiction over labor disputes, whether in war or non-war industries, as claimed by WLB. 1951 brought us two events. The first event is the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical The King and I debuted on Broadway, a classic of the stage made Yul Brynner a star and was adapted into a popular film that was released in 1956. The second event was the 23rd Amendment was certified, allowing residents of Washington, D.C. to vote in presidential elections. 1966 is when Ecuadorian Judah is ousted by the military high command following a week of rioting in protest against its economic policies. 1973 is when American troops evacuated Sangong, also known as Ho Chi Minh China, or City, as the United States ended its involvement in the Vietnam War. The following year, in 1974, farmers drilled a well near Zhenging, China, found a subterranean chamber that led to the discovery of the terracotta army of 8,000 life-size terracotta soldiers and horses in the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. 1999 is when Canadian ice hockey player Wayne Gretzky, considered by many to be the greatest player in NHL history, scored the final goal of his career. He retired at the end of the season. Moving on to this century, in 2009, when Oxford defeats Cambridge in the 155th University Boat Race. Cambridge still leads the series, however, by 79 to 75. And finally, in 2019, when French filmmaker Agnes Varda, whose groundbreaking movies were hugely influential in the New Wave movement, passed away at the age of 90. And with that, we return to 2024 and our current history. Until next time.